Hi there, it's Bethany Norman from Live Well Yoga. We're going to do a gentler practice today, so great if you've been travelling or you need to stretch out for some reason. We're going to start seated, so come down to your mat, sitting cross-legged, and then when you get there, just reaching up through the spine, taking a breath in, and then drawing your chin to your chest and around your back, exhale. Looking up on the inhale, open through the chest. And again, chin to chest, rounding the back, exhale. So just continue to move between those two postures. So it's a seated cat-cow. And if you are having trouble sitting on the ground like this, you could also do this short warm-up. Sitting on a chair, that would also be fine. Take one more complete round, ending with your chin to your chest, the back rounded, and just pause there a moment, let the head relax. And then you're drawing yourself back upright again. Bring the hands to the back of the head. Take a breath in, and just a little side stretch over to the right on the exhale. Back to center, inhaling. And then over to the left, exhale. So again, you can keep moving, just very gently warming the body up. We're also trying to avoid doing any expansive moves, just in case you were doing this somewhere that was a bit cramped. Let's do one more round, so once more to each side. And then coming back upright, taking a breath in. And then we're going to twist around to the right on the exhale. So it might feel a little bit of a restricted movement. Back to center, inhale. Twisting left, exhale. So that's okay. Just take it as far as your body wants at the moment. Inhaling center. Twisting right, exhale. So try not to force it too much. Back to center. Just still warming up. Left on the exhale. Keep on moving. Once more to each side. And then you're coming back to center, inhale. And just release the arms down, exhale. Maybe you need to just shake out the arms or the shoulders if they feel a little bit tense. And we're going to come over onto our bottoms. You're just making your way onto your bottom. Have the feet out in front of you. Feet and knees about hip distance apart. And then taking the hands back behind you. If you were on your chair for the warm-up, you probably need to come down to the floor just about now. Although you could, in theory, do these two moves we're about to do. You could do those on the chair as well. So we've got fingers facing forwards or maybe out to the side if that felt better for your shoulders. And press into the floor with the hands. Lift the chest. You're going to take the gaze up again. Inhale. And just release and soften. Exhale. So just looking to gently stretch the front of the body now. So pressing into the hands, lift the chest. Breath in. Soften and release. Exhale. Once more like that. And exhale, release. Now we're just going to spend a couple of breaths in the stretch, in the posture. So coming in on an inhale and then holding here. So you're strongly pressing down with the hands. And hopefully you feel like you can get a bit of openness through the chest, the front of the shoulders. Maybe if it's comfortable, you can drop the head back just a little bit to open through the throat. And then taking a breath in, and you can release, exhale. Walk your feet just slightly away from you, still keep them bent though. Taking a breath in here, lengthen through the spine, and start to fold yourself forwards on the exhale. You're going to tuck the chin in, and if you like, you could thread the arms under the legs, taking hold of the opposite elbow. Really relaxing here. Just starting to move up and out. We're going to extend the legs out here, just taking that a little bit deeper now. Breath in, and folding forwards on the exhale. Gaze towards the toes, lengthen the spine, breath in. And you can release forwards, exhaling. Breathing here. Or you might like to just take a couple more spinal extensions and release, just to help that stretch reflex kick in. Remember, you can still have a bend in your knees while you're in this forward fold. That's absolutely fine. Just focusing on the breath now with these slow movements. Extending the spine, looking forwards, inhale, and release to sitting, exhale. Crossing your legs, and just taking your time to move over onto your hands and knees. Just coming to 4-point kneeling with your your hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Taking a breath in here. Drawing chin to chest, round your back, exhale. Looking up, inhaling. And rounding the back, exhale. Keep moving, a couple more rounds. And then back to a neutral spine. Take a breath in. And tuck your toes and pull up into downward facing dog, exhaling. Holding your down dog. You can hold still or you could walk it out. Breath nice and slow. Keep it slow and natural. And then start to walk your hands and feet together into a forward fold. So feet come under the hips. And once you're there, you draw your hands to your shins, come to a spinal extension, inhale. And releasing down, exhale. We'll do that again, spinal extension, breath in. Release forwards, exhale. Once more. And then releasing here, we're going to hold. Again, coming back to the breath. Remember, you can do anything with your arms that you want to. They could stay on your legs. They could come to the floor. You could bind one hand to opposite elbow. Trying to keep the weight evenly distributed through your feet. So these poses are all about calming down the nervous system. So hopefully at the end you feel relaxed. Maybe they'd be good to do before bed as well, so something to help you sleep. And then in your own time, just start to walk the feet out towards the edge of the mat. And you want to end up with your toes out and your heels in. You're going to take a breath in here and then start to sink the hips down. We're coming into Malasana, into squat pose. So before I go any further, let me just give you a few options if this pose is not for you. You can always keep your hands on the mat and your heels lifted. You could also get something to prop your heels up on. So if you had some nice thick books like 2 dictionaries or something like that, you could prop the heels on those if that felt better. And otherwise, you're aiming to get the foot flat on the floor. Maybe you want to leave your hands there, or you could start to bring your hands together in front of your heart. Try to bring the spine upright. Gazing down over your fingers. You can soften the gaze or close the eyes here. Slowly placing the hands back to the mat, and you can start to step back to downward facing dog. You might like to walk it out here just to release any tension through the legs. And then allowing the knees to come out to the edges of your mat, taking a breath in, and you're going to sink all the way back to child's pose on the exhale. And just taking some time now to rest and relax. Remember, you could have your arms out, or you could have hands stacked one on top of the other and the head on the hands. Or again, those dictionaries might come in handy. You could place your forehead down on the books, maybe with a cushion on top. Just gently releasing here. Feeling the stretch. Feeling the breath moving your body. Start to make your way back up to all fours. You could always press pause at any time if you felt like you needed a bit longer in any of these stretches. Once you get to all fours, a couple of rounds of cat-cow in your own time. Coming back to a neutral spine, we're going to move into pigeon. So draw the right knee towards the right wrist, and then just angle that shin across your mat. Extend the left leg out. Taking a breath in here. And starting to fold forwards on the exhale. Down to forearms, or further if it's comfortable. Once more, breathing into the stretch, allowing the body to release. Pushing yourself back up now. And just allow yourself to shift over onto that right buttock and pull the left leg up next to you. I'll just turn around so you can see what I mean. So that right leg has stayed where it is and you've just pulled that left knee up. I'm going to just stretch out the sides of the body once more. So hands to the back of the head. Taking a breath in. And again, little stretch over to the left. Exhale. Coming back to center. Inhaling. And then side stretch to the right. Exhale. Inhaling. To the left on the exhale. Back to center. And right. Center. To the left. And then we come to the right and hold there. So you could now release that right hand down to the mat to support you, and the left hand or left arm can come overhead. Breathing here. You're going to bring that left hand once more to the back of the head. Just creep those right fingertips away from you slightly. Open that left shoulder or left elbow away from you, looking back a little, inhale, and then draw that left elbow down and over to the right on the exhale. And we'll keep going. Inhaling, open, and exhale. If you did have more room, you could always do this with an open arm as well. So taking a breath in, and then you're going to end by threading that left hand under the right. I'm going to hold here. Just trying to work into the range of motion through the spine, through the back. And gently releasing. Let's move back onto all fours. And we'll do that on the other side. So first of all, we're going to bring the left knee to the left wrist. Inhale and just relax or extend that back leg. Exhale. Breath in, lengthen through the spine. And folding over, falling forwards. Exhale. Obviously a great stretch for the hips, for the glutes, for the front of the hip as well, for the hip flexor. But also a very relaxing and calming stretch. Slowly pressing yourself back up. Shift over onto that left hip and draw the back knee up. I'll turn around so you can follow. So once you're here, hands to the back of the head. Breath in, and then we just tilt the body over to the right. Back to center, inhaling, tilting left, exhale. Inhale, center. To the right on the exhale. Center, breath in, coming to the left. Back to center. Once more to the right. And then we're going to settle into that side stretch. Breath in and releasing here. You can bring left hand down, extend the right arm over. Maybe the eyes close or the gaze softens. Try to allow the hips to be heavy so you feel a stretch all the way from the hip to the fingertips. Drop that right hand to the back of the head and just creep that left hand slightly away from you. Pulling the right elbow back, inhale. And then fold it down and over to the left, exhale. Inhale and open. Remember you can use an open arm as well. And folding down, exhale. Once more. And then we're going to hold in this little twist here on the exhale. Hand can be in behind the head, or you can thread the left arm under and through. Right arm. And then gently release, coming back up, over to all fours. We're going to stretch through the front of the body now, so walk your hands away from you. You're taking a breath in here, and then see if you can sink the chest and the forehead down to the mat, or maybe again to those books or blocks that you've got, or a cushion. And breathing. So hips should be high, still above the knees. And hopefully you feel a stretch through the front of the body, the chest, through the armpits. And then pulling or walking the hands back and coming back up to all fours. Loosen through the spine once more. So cat-cow in your own time. And back to a neutral spine. Draw the knees apart. Breath in. And sinking back into child's pose. Exhale. Settling in here. Feel the body release and relax. You could stay as long as you needed in child's pose, or I just wanted to give you another option for relaxation to finish off, and that's legs up the wall. I'll just briefly show you what I mean. So you could also do this with a chair, which I'll just explain afterwards, but I'll do this first. So you sit up nice and close to the wall, and as you lie down, you swing your legs up the wall. Just like so. And then you could settle yourself in here. And you could turn off the video and just relax for a good 5 minutes. 10 minutes would be ideal. The other option is, of course you could stay in child's pose. And the other option for relaxing is lying on your back and then just putting your calves up on a chair. You could use a couch or a regular dining chair, maybe the bed if you were in the bedroom, and then just relaxing like this again. A good 5 or 10 minutes if you've got the time would be ideal. So I'll just leave you to finish off in one of those positions, however you feel most comfortable. Namaste.